Good morning. I'm Ayya Vimala. Today is August the 5th. So we're having a really hot day, it feels like here today. But it's sunny and bright, lots of light, so that's good. I hope you're having okay weather. We're also masking up again. Our governor's issuing mandates. Kids will all be going to school and the staff wearing masks. And all retail stores are going to be mandated to wear masks. So let's try to peacefully move into this increase. And remember that when you wear a mask, you're taking care of yourself and you're taking care of others. So do it thinking of that rather than thinking about nobody can tell me what to do, right? Let's not be stubborn about it. Well, I'd like to read a little bit more in in Dhamma in the morning, and but I lost my bookmark, so we'll find something. I think I'll just pick something, and hopefully we haven't read it before. So this part, let's see. Taste of Dhamma. So here's where we left off, Dhamma in the mornings, and it's part 2. And this is again from Dhamma Everywhere by Ashin Tejaniya, or Sayadaw U Tejaniya. And it's it's wonderful because this book is so accessible to all of us, no matter what level of practice or how long we've been reading and practicing, because he's talking about how we can learn how to practice 24/7, give your sleeping time a rest from thinking about anything, but when we wake up in the morning until we go to bed at night, it's possible for us to be mindful and aware and awake, and that's what he's talking about. And we can work with those defilements in our minds, in our mind. Those are those glitches where we feel aversion and greed, and there's delusion at work. Becoming aware of those things and learning how to get them out of our minds so we can replace them with more useful, valuable, wholesome, skillful ways of thinking. And that takes that kind of persistent energy, being consistent. Keep going. Don't give up. So this is the part 2, and I'll read the intro to it, and we'll read some of it, and then we can practice together. I realize I'm kind of late this morning. Dhamma in the Mornings, part 2, and it's page 196 in his book. The following are transcribed selections of Ashin Tejaniya's English morning Dhamma reminders, recorded over a 6-month period from October 2009 to March 2010. We've tried to keep Ashin Tejaniya's rhythm and style of speaking intact while organizing the morning reminders into discrete themes and eliminating some repetition in the text. So, I guess what I do with you are kind of like morning reminders. So, mindfulness meditation is a learning process. Meditation is about cultivating the good qualities of mind. We are just trying to cultivate moment to moment, very simple. Don't forget what is happening in you If awareness is present, wisdom is also present, and the mind is free, liberated. It is free from the wrong view and free from suffering. Mindfulness meditation is a learning process, not a creative process. So we are not trying to do anything. We just wait and watch what is happening as it is, not wanting, no expectations. We just practice simply and continuously. I have to say, I love that sentence. Meditation is a learning process, not a creative process. And sometimes I think if we feel like we're busy and we have a lot going on, I know there are times when people like to use their meditation as maybe organizing their thoughts for the day or preparing for something. And that's we can prepare by calming our mind and meditating, but to use the meditation as a way, as a tool to do that, or as he says, is not a creative process. We're just watching and waiting when we meditate. We are not trying to make something happen, to resist anything, or to make anything disappear. If we are not trying to create something. We are in the present moment, just staying in the present moment by being awake, knowing, and aware. Checking the attitude. We check our attitude first before we meditate. What attitude, what background ideas do you have when you meditate? Do you want anything? Do you expect anything? Why are you meditating? Why are you being mindful? We want to understand. That is why we are watching and learning. We are not trying to control anything. We are not trying to create anything. We simply want to be in the present moment, awake, alert, aware. Check your state of mind. Check your quality of awareness in the observing mind. Is it tense or relaxed? What attitude do you have? Is the attitude right or wrong? Very often you need to check your attitude when you're checking. Very often you need to check your attitude. When you are checking your mind, awareness is already present. Only reminding and checking is enough. Just check your effort, energy, and quality of mind. How do you feel when you are mindful? Watch and wait very simply with the right attitude. You don't want to control the experience. You don't want to change the object or experience. Whatever is happening is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is right attitude and checking if awareness is present or not, and that it is moment to moment. Check, learn, and have interest. Interest in the activity of the mind. If the mind doesn't want anything, it is peaceful and relaxed. Think about it as it is. Try to have interest in the activity of the mind. The mind knows, the mind is paying attention, and the mind feels. The object is not very important. Don't go looking for it. Take care of the quality of your mind. Check the quality of your mind. What attitude, what idea, and what states of mind are there when you meditate. Take care of your awareness and maintain your awareness. Don't attach to anything. Don't resist anything. So how do you do this? If you don't have the right attitude or the right idea, the mind will always attach to something or resist something. The mind never rests. If you don't have wisdom, you can't go the middle way. When you use wisdom, right attitude, right idea, and right thought. The mind follows the middle way. With equanimity and understanding nature as it is, there is no problem. At that time, you can learn more deeply. Don't forget to think the right way, have the right information, right idea, and right attitude. What are you doing now? What is the mind doing? What is happening in the mind? Whatever is happening, everything is okay, no problem, let it be. Stay with the awareness. In the present moment, we are trying to be awake, alert, and interested. We are not trying to go anywhere. We are not trying to get anything. We only need to have right view, awareness, and interest. Experience is happening, and objects are happening all the time. Whatever is happening is not our responsibility. It is as it is. Our responsibility is to think the right way, to have the right attitude, and to be aware continuously. Right thought is very important. Right attitude, right thought means perceiving everything as nature. Object is object. Everything is nature. Nothing is a problem. We want to know and we want to understand nature as it is. Check your energy. How much energy do you use? If you use too much energy, the mind becomes tense. Are you sure? Excuse me. Are you sure awareness is present? If you can see awareness, awareness is surely present. We are not trying to get something. Meditation is cultivation of awareness, moment to moment. We don't use too much energy, focusing, penetration, or concentration. Just remember in the present moment. If you don't want anything, the mind is very peaceful. You can't get anything because you want it. Whatever you get is because of conditions. Because the cause is fulfilled, the effect comes. Not because you want it to. You need to pay attention to awareness, to the meditating mind. In the present moment, is awareness present or not? Don't follow the object. The object is not very important. The mind is more important. You need to check what state of mind, what attitude you have when you meditate. Check your energy. How much energy do you use? Is the mind relaxed or not? Tense or not? You don't need too much effort to know the object. The mind naturally can know the object. Your responsibility is to take care of your awareness. Is it present or not? We are not trying to go anywhere. We don't expect anything. We are not trying to create anything. We are being aware present moment by present moment. The meditating mind must be simple. We are waiting. We wait and watch as it is, thinking about nature as nature. Nature is not ours, not others, nobody. Nature is no person, no body. It's all a natural process. As there are causes and there are effects, the causing and effect process and conditioning are nature. The mind is aware, the mind is feeling, the mind is paying attention, and the mind is recognizing Everything is mind. Mind is working. Mind is happening. Nature is happening. Nature is working. Why are you aware? Don't forget what you are doing. Don't forget why you are doing this. What is the state of your observing mind? You're cultivating awareness and watching continuously. This is moment-to-moment cultivation. The meditating mind must have the right attitude. The practice must be done the right way. Experience is always happening. What background idea do you have in your practice? What state of mind are you watching it with? What point of view are you looking at it with? When you are not expecting anything, when you don't want anything, at that time, understanding can arise. Ooh. That's a lot, right? That's a lot to even take in and go with. Well, he says we are not trying to go anywhere, so I guess we don't want to go with it. So, nothing is a problem. Nothing is a problem. Whew. Everything is nature. So, when we can observe the mind, we can see how the mind creates problems, where the mind gets confused with the object, or when we try to be creative in our meditation, thinking of problems, when I first started meditating, I thought I was using it very creatively. I was using it as time to worry about my problems, to think and think and think about my problems, thinking that, oh, meditation will be great. I'll have enough time to sit and figure out the answers to all my problems. And finally was dispelled of that notion. So this is a very different process. This isn't about ruminating or going through our problems and figuring things out. This is a time just to be an observer. So we don't have much time left, but let's practice together. We'll let our practice today just be being that observer, letting the mind calm down. And as you begin to calm the mind down and begin to just be an observer, the watcher, you can see what rises up in your mind. Might be defilements, might be those things that distract us from being in the moment and being aware. So we might think of something we're upset about with someone else, or something we need to do that we haven't done yet. Then try to just see that and then let it pass. And see how many of those kind of defilements and distractions and things caught up as either greed or anger or delusion. And just observe them, then let them go. Don't let them trouble you, but just be aware of how they operate and how the mind keeps wanting to play with them and letting them be the focus. So let's just sit. Let your posture support your practice. You want your body to be comfortable, but a feeling of lifting your spine up in whatever posture you're in, so that spine can be a support for you. And you can relax, feel your shoulders drop. Let your hands be in your lap, either palms up or palms down. And allow your mind to really connect with your body, the mind. Just let the mind we're all working with, just really feel it in your body. We stay in our bodies. If you're leaning forward, like I'm tending to do when I'm talking to you, be aware of that and just allow yourself to sit, be upright. Or if you're lying down on your back, that leaning forward is kind of pushing for something to happen. Be aware of the body breathing. Just stay with your breath. Breath can be your object. It doesn't matter what that object is. Just be aware of what's in your mind, what's arising. There is no problem. Now our time together today is up. I'll be with you tomorrow. But may all of you be well and feel safe. Be contented and truly happy. And may all of your best intentions come to fruition. And may all beings everywhere be well, be safe, and happy. Thank you so much. Peace be with you. I'll see you tomorrow. Keep sitting if you can.